Hello there and welcome to the Card Grotto. I've had a request to do a video on my favourite sentiment stamp sets, so that's what I thought I would do today. First of all, I'm going to talk about small sentiments, and these three sets from Clearly Besotted are probably my most used sentiment sets ever. I absolutely love them in the fact that they're just full of loads of different occasions, so you really just need a few different sets if you wanted different fonts, and you're kind of covered for loads and loads of different occasions. This is the Many Mini Messages set. I really like the kind of taller, skinnier font. And this is the Sentimental Type, which is more of a typewriter font. I think all of these sets are really good for both male and female cards, which is nice. It's kind of, not that there's necessarily gender kind of fonts, but these are more gender neutral, I suppose. And this is the A Little Sentimental set. And I thought I would just share with you some of the cards that I made using them, just so you can see that you could use them for larger images or smaller images. They seem to work quite well on the designs that I've used, and yeah, just really like them a lot. Probably the ones that I reach for the most. Next, we're talking about larger sentiment sets, and these are the ones that you can kind of just add them just as possibly a focal point on your card. You don't really need too much else. This is the Simon Says Stamp Big Scripty Greeting set. Really love the Scripty font of this, and how I used it on a card the first time I've used it is actually just on a background, and so the background has got so much going on that you can just add one of sentiment on its own, and it kind of still gives a nice pop of, of a sentiment. This is the Paper Tray Ink Think Big Favourites, and these are quite a bit larger in size, in lots of different sets. This happens to be two of the birthday ones, and I really like them because they take up quite a bit of space on your card. This is how I've used one of them here. Really like those. And then I've got some different font sentiments. I really like when there's kind of like different fonts. This is one of the ones from Hero Arts. This is a Stamp and Cut one. This is the Hello set. It does come with a die, which is a whole separate video on sentiment dies, but I really like that you've got the hello, and then you've got all of the kind of smaller sentiments that you can mix and match with it. And I do like that they're different fonts. Obviously you could use them separately. And here I've just used that as a focal point on my card, and I think it works quite well. Next up is more of kind of like a mix and match, so you've got different font styles in the same sentiment. This is the Paper Tray Ink Fillable Frame sentiments, and I really love the two different fonts on these, especially like the Anniversary Wishes and the Birthday Wishes, and that's what I've used here on this card. I just think it's quite, maybe a little bit whimsical, I suppose, having the two different fonts. Next up is a Christmas stamp set. I just thought I'd mention this because I've used it quite a bit on my Christmas cards in the past. This is the Paper Tray Ink Signature Christmas. Again, it's kind of a mix and match font. I really like the kind of handwritten parts of the font, of the sentiment, sorry. And then you've got the kind of more kind of general kind of printed font on the other part of the sentiment, I suppose. And then I've just got a couple of potential favourites here. I haven't actually used them yet, but I think I'm going to love them when I do use them. First of all, this is the Simon Says Stamp Sending and Wishing set. I'm quite late to the party with this. I haven't actually used it yet, but I really do quite like it. Again, you've got lots of variations on different sizes of sentiments, and this is kind of probably geared towards more birthdays and wishes and things like that. Really nice. And then this is the My Favourite Things written in watercolour set. I really like the large font on these, and again the kind of watercolour-y scripty look is quite popular at the moment. So that's a look at my favourite sentiment stamp sets. I'll have links to all of them in the description bar on YouTube and also on my blog, and have a look over on my blog for a giveaway as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.